Yesterday afternoon, when Venerable Tarpa and I were walking back from the forest, we saw Mudita the moose with his huge brag, you know? Yeah. And he was walking along Middle Way path, and the Venerable Tarpa said, "Shh, look," and I looked, and there's Mudita. And he was a little bit shy, so he trotted away from us up the path and then turned around and looked at us really intently as we looked at him just as intently. And it made me think, you know, because we're so interested in, I mean, we share this land, this beautiful land with so many other sentient beings, such as Mudita. And to really you know, have that feeling of being in a universe full of so many different kinds of sentient beings, and that all of them have been our parents in previous lives, and they've all taken care of us, whether we've been born in human bodies or been born in moose bodies or peacock bodies or, you know, any of the other varieties of creatures that live around here. But to really feel that closeness to them. In other words, when we see Mudita, it's not just, oh, there's a moose, you know, but, oh, there's a sentient being who has been kind to me. Yeah? So that we train our minds so that when we meet any sentient being in whatever circumstance, our initial reaction is, oh, there's somebody who's been kind to me. Yeah. Or there's somebody who is just like me, wanting happiness and not wanting suffering. So not just looking at sentient beings as their bodies, as interesting as Mudita's appearance is. You know, we don't see moose very often. But, you know, to really remember that sentient beings are not their body, they're not their physical appearance, you know, it's just a body and a mind, and we label, you know, moose or human being or grasshopper or whatever. But, you know, in the previous life, the continuity of that person, you know, we've been in a very intimate relationship with, and we've received kindness from them. And so when we meet them again in this life, you know, instead of just seeing them as that body, you know, that they're in, to relate, oh, there's somebody who's been kind, here's somebody that I've been very close to in the past. And so, therefore, let that feeling arise of, I want to be kind again and have compassion for them. Up to the point, developing that compassion to the point where we generate the bodhicitta, the wish to attain enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. Okay, so whether you see grasshoppers, whether you see moose, whether you see somebody you like or don't like, you know, to train the mind to react to everybody in that same way.